Go, 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 that's dinner.
Bloody dangerous though.
Wow, look at this, dude. We've got fish on. Ah, not good.
Run out there, flick, flick, flick. Those coals are extremely hot. They're massive, man.
Whoosh.
I'm so frothing about that.
Shh. Hey, check this out.
Watch this, ready? Watch this, check this out.
Run! Yeah!
What is going on, my doggies? Welcome back to another one. We are at it again. We're doing one of those missions where I've got absolutely no food in the middle of nowhere for the next couple of weeks, maybe even a month. Have a look at these goats in the background. There are goats all over these rocks here. What we're doing is we're exploring this brand new part of coastline. This place is littered with goats, dude. Look at him. There's two little goats right there, running away. They're all sitting up here in the shade of these big rocks. Look at this. It is a bloody harsh world out here. There are dead remains of dead goats everywhere. Check this out. Look at this. There's a big goat skull there. There's another bottom jaw. All the remains of a goat sitting up here, up above this cliff face. There's dead goats all the way along here. And this is the reason that I brought drinking water with me, because out here, it is barren, it is dry. Finding food is going to be a struggle. Finding water out here is just about impossible. Look how dry this sand is. Look at this. Another one bites the dust. It's a harsh world out here. There's going to be lots of those goat skulls up along here. Bones everywhere. It's hot, it's dry. Look at this, man. It's a goat graveyard around here. There's another one. Whew, that thing stinks. Have a go at these tracks here. This is a kangaroo track. It's two legs, it's tail for balance. He's come boom, boom, boom. He's come down that big embankment there. He's probably also looking for water. Have a go at that. Big kangaroo tracks. He's heading down that way to the coast. There's two goats sitting on the beach. I know there's more than two. Well, let's see if we can sneak up on these goats. There's a heap of goats up here sitting on the beach, man. It's not every day you see a goat on the beach. Check this out. See if I can sneak up above them. Hey! Go, 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 go! That's dinner! You bastard! Get here! Hey! I would have got that one if I really tried. We easily could have caught him, even with a bloody broken ankle. Couple of goats around. Chuck a goat in a camp oven, no, that'll be right. It's not what we're here for, but we're here for a little bit of bush tucker. Alright. No shortage of goats, eh? Look at him. They're everywhere. Anyway, we're looking for food. Let's keep hunting. Shells, anything to eat, sea urchins, whatever we can do. That's what we're eating. What we've got down here is a heap of oysters. They're not massive oysters. They're about as, not as big as my thumb, but it's enough for a feed. What I am looking for along this little ledge here are these things called a turban shell. You get a lot more meat out of a turban shell than you do out of an oyster. We just got to find one stuck to this reef system here. We've also got to watch these waves. These waves are smashing up against this little bit of a rock formation here. Good to know there's oysters, but keep punching on. Oh, look at this, dude. Are you joking? Carcasses everywhere. Oh, look at the goats. Look at these goats here. What is... Oh man, this is a goat graveyard. Check this out, dude. Hold up. Check this out, look at this. This is hectic. This fella here is fresh, man. There's nothing old about that thing. He is very, very fresh. Big goat, big goat. Rest in peace, brother, rest in peace. Another dead one there. Whoa. Another one there, here, there. Hundreds of live ones here. Look at this. Hectic. Dude, look at all these bloody goats, man. Feels like I'm in some bloody foreign country right now. There's literally hundreds of goats. Look at them all in here. Hey, look at that little one. So cute. Look at all these goats, man. So many. It's not good. It's really, really not good for our Australian wildlife having this many goats around. Oi, wake up! Wake up! Look how close I am to this goat. Are you kidding? The goat was just asleep right here in the rock. It's just, I could have just grabbed that goat with my hand just then and gone, oi, dinner time. Man, this is wild out here. This is why we live in the Wild West, my doggies. How good, eh? Look how close I am to all these goats right now. The one thing that I noticed about these goats, they are super unhealthy. They're like very, they've got like no energy. Like when they run, they're running all kind of like deformed. I reckon they're starving for water, eh? Look at this one here. He's not looking healthy at all. I think what they do is they come down here, then there's no fresh water to drink along these rock faces and they just struggle and they must die on these rocks. I've been looking for like bullet holes in all of the carcasses. I can't see any bullet holes in them. I don't think anyone's shooting them. Look at this one here. He doesn't look very healthy, eh? You all right, mate? Have a go at this goat right here. He is struggling. He's going to be dead in a couple of days for sure. What I'm going to do is, I've got a camel pack in my backpack with a bit of water. I myself only have 3 containers of water in my car, but what I'll do is I'll put a handful of water in my hand and see if he has a drink. I'm also just got to ration my water out here. I'm in the middle of nowhere, but let's see if this fella has a bit of a sip, eh? Oh, ration the water, I reckon. Spilt it everywhere. Hey, here. Come on, mate. I'm not trying to hurt you. Look, it's water. Nah, he doesn't want a bar of it, eh? All right, mate. Be good out of here, right? This is nature, and sometimes it's good to see the sad and the harsh sides of this sort of stuff. There's a whole heap of alive goats up here, which makes me feel a lot better, but the more we walk this way, probably the more we're going to find. Anyway, periwinkles, check. We can have that for dinner. Heaps of oysters. We haven't found anything substantial yet. I'm going to walk for about another hour and a half. If we don't find anything, we'll come back and see if we can fight these waves and go for a fish, but that's a little bit risky out there. Keep walking this way. It's actually a really bloody strange feeling to be this close to wild goats. Look at these two, man. They're having a biff. Go, punch him, punch him. They're fully having a fight, man. They don't even care that I'm here. What are you doing, mate? He's got himself stuck in a bloody rock. Look at him. Are you joking? All right, mate, I'm gonna give you a hand. I reckon this one will get out of here. Let's see if we can help this goat out. He's stuck between 2 rocks, look. Wedged up there. See if I can give you a hand, mate. Wait there. Go, mate, go! Go, go, go! Yeah! We saved him! Yes, at least we can save one of these goats. Oh no, look how fragile. He's very, very fragile, but he's getting away. Yee-hoo-hoo! There's one goat saved. Yeah, doggy. Man, that poor little fella was fully wedged up in here. This is wild out here. Let's keep going. Well, that little fella would have been absolutely fingered if we didn't come along just then. That would have been where he passed away in that little crack in the rock. So luckily we walked all this way. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start walking all the way back to where we started. We've done a bit of a steam down the coast and there is no really substantial amounts of food, as in like snails, sea urchins, all that kind of thing, there's not too much. There's a lot of periwinkles, there's a few small oysters, and that's it. So start steaming back this way, collect those periwinkles, shells, and a couple of oysters, and I think we'll try to fish. But look at the swell. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's big. It's like solid 4 foot just breaking on that the edge of the waves there, edge of the reef there. I can't fish there, that's hectic. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the size of this swell. There is no way we're fishing off there. No way. We'll get eaten alive. What we've done is we've just come across a beautiful little rock which is loaded in oysters. They're not massive oysters, but they're good enough to have a chew. I'll show you guys what we're going to be eating right now. Now these ones like this, like that, they're not bad. There's a couple of, that's a good sized one there. There's a couple of oysters in here, so we'll have a chew. We just got to watch these waves. They're coming right up and breaking along these rocks here. But this will be the first thing we eat for this couple of weeks mission in the bush. Some big ones over there. We'll have a quick feed. Look at this. First piece of food we're going to eat. A little bit of a snotty oyster. Oh. I'm gonna go to ham out here. Ah, not good. That come out of nowhere, dude. Gotta be so careful out here, right? Boy. Dude, that was hectic. Never turn your back to the ocean. And I just did. Yep. No way. It's another bloody goat. Look at this. Hey. Oi. Oh no, you're fingered, mate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this goat out of the tide line. You can see that the tide comes up to here. This swell is picking up massively. This poor little fella's just going to get taken away by the ocean. I don't think he's going to survive out here, but we're just going to give him a good chance anyway. Come on, mate, we'll take you up here. Bloody hell, you're not light. All right, up here, look. There you go, mate. Go on. Hopefully he's got enough energy just to walk along the sand here and not go back down there where the water's going to come up and get him. That's all I can do, mate. That's all I can do for you. Good luck out here. That's so sad, dude. What I would really love to do right now is grab every single one of these goats that are struggling out here, chuck them in the back of the troopy, take them home, chuck them in there with the bloody chickens, and I'll have a big family of goats at home. That would be amazing. But look, if we try to rescue every single goat that I've seen that's struggling, we would have seen about 12 goats now that are struggling for water out here. So it is what it is, mate. This is nature, and you've just got to take it as it comes, eh? So I'm going to start collecting snails, a little bit of grub. We're going to keep punching back that way. The troopy's way down there. The sun is slowly starting to creep over the ocean. We need to get some food for ourselves. Couple of handfuls like this. We've got some good tucker. We've got a little bit of a bigger shell there, and the rest of those things there are periwinkles. They're good eating. You get enough of them, you've got to feed. So we'll just keep scavenging around on this reef for now. Keep punching that way. Have a go at that for a bloody set of horns. Chuck that on the front of the troopy. Big dog. He would have been a big old Billy A. That's a good set of horns right there. Check that out, dude. Now that is a set of horns, if you've ever seen one. That is sick. They're massive, man. It's like a meter, just under a meter long between horn to horn. Little bit of a fringe going on there. It's so old it doesn't smell or nothing. You know what, I'm gonna take it home, I'm gonna stick it on the bull bar of the troopy. That one's worth keeping, it's huge. It's pretty dope. We'll chuck that on the backpack, keep punching that way. Big dog, eh? That's proper. Oi! Got away. Alright, a little bit of an update. I have been absolutely grinding along this coastline looking for something to eat for dinner. I'm not gonna lie, we are struggling to find food. That swell is picking up by the minute. My original plan was to pull up here, get a fishing rod out, but it is far too dangerous to be fishing out there. Look at this thing coming at the back there. That's huge, man. We'll die. We're not fishing here. We've got a handful of bloody periwinkles, couple of snails, and that is it. So I've got a big steam back that way to where the car is. We're going to be pulling up camp there, start a fire, bloody-da-di-da. But for now, I don't know what we're going to do for food. A little bit of food in the backpack. We've got about another K to go before we get to where we're pulling up camp tonight. So we'll keep walking, see what happens. Sketchy, sketchy ocean. That's hell good. I'm cutting that off every day of the week. Look at that, stainless steel clip right there on that cray pot. I'm cutting that off. That's hell good. Stainless steel, boy. Gotta watch my back here because we're gonna get pumped by waves. But that's a bloody beautiful looking clip right there. The things you find when you're in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. That's a beautiful bit of cray rope. And on the end of that is a stainless steel clip. That thing could have been out here for years. Good quality, that's treasure. That'll come in handy out here. All right, we're going back to camp. We're just about there. It's up here on top of this ledge. This is where we'll be sleeping tonight. Troopy's parked up here somewhere. There you are, you big rig, look at it. Yeah! That is home sweet home, and I nearly bloody tripped over. Look at this for a view. This is where we're camping. There are the views. This is where I want to be fishing down here. Every now and then there's a little bit of a lull. I reckon I'll get enough time to run out, flick a lure, run in. It's bloody dangerous though. I'm out here by myself. Nobody really knows where I am right now, so doing a mission like this I've got to be a little bit cautious, but at the same time I really want to get a fish on the deck. I might set up a rod and just give it a crack. Righto, we're doing it. We are going to do it. Got to be super vigilant out there. As soon as I see sets, I'm just going to leg it back. When it gets lolly, have a quick cast. We don't have too much time. That sun, look at that sun right now. It is melting into the ocean. What I'd love to do is start a fire, sit around a fire as that sun sets and eat some food, but we got here bloody late in the arvo, so now we've got to work hard for it. Just quickly going to run down here, take the backpack off, and start flicking lures straight out the front here. It looks pretty good. We just don't have too much time left, eh? Just gotta wait for those waves to stop. Every couple of minutes there's a bit of a lull. You get about 5 or 6 minutes of no swell. That's gonna be our opportunity to run out there, flick and run back in. Just gotta wait for that swell. Problem is that sun is sinking quicker than the waves are coming in. Maybe now. Look at the water racing over here. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's living. Let's go. Bah! Oh yeah, that's far enough. That is definitely in the danger zone. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Get smashed, get smashed. Let's go again. Bah! Oh yeah, that's out there for sure, dude. We're in dangerous water anyway. That lure's going in a good spot. Look at that wave out the back. Come on, eat him up, eat him up, eat him up. Come on. Dude, that's so hectic. I'm standing over there when I'm casting the lure. I'm standing out there. That's like death. It's It's literally like I've been standing here for like 5 minutes just waiting for the waves to go away. We're never gonna get a fish doing this. Let's go. Straight out there. Ah! She's going. She's in the danger zone. Ah! Whoosh! Come on, that's the cast. Come on, that's got to be fish on. That is in the danger zone, man. Oh, we've got a fish on! We've got fish on! Holy shit, look at the wave out the back. I hope this fish has got a good hook in its lip because we have got to rip it up the reef. We've got a fish on, we've got fish on, fish on. Fish on, fish on, big waves coming. Big waves coming. Come on, come on, fish on, fish on, fish on. Get him up, get him up, get him up, get him up. Get him up, get him up, get him up. Woo! Yeah! This right here, whoa, he's got a bit of life in him. That right there is a beautiful tailor caught on a big, fat, heavy slob of a lure. Look at that fish, mate. We just caught that fish in some of the most dangerous fishing conditions I've fished in a long time. That's probably about the 5th cast. We've got a fish on the deck. Look at the sun. The sun still hasn't set yet, it's just about to. And we've just got one hell of a fish for dinner. That's it, we've done it, doggies. Mission complete. That's it. That's about 5th cast in some scary water. Boom! Let's go start a fire. I am absolutely frothing out of my little titties right now. That changes everything for me. Absolutely everything. We got dinner. You don't understand what this means. Ow! Dude, I'm absolutely frothing right now. Look at this thing. That's so good. What I'm gonna do is, I just scaled it a little bit up there, but I'm just gonna finish off scaling it here. What I've done is I've taken the guts out of the fish. We'll scale him up, get the scales off him, wait for a wave to come in, we'll give him a good fashion wash, and he is gonna taste beautiful. Look at that. That is really good, man. Look at that sunset, my doggies. And then look at this, that hook, that stainless steel hook has come in handy. We've got a big juicy tailor for dinner. Sunset, oh my goodness. Life is extremely good. Life is very good. Whew. So this here is what we're gonna go home for the first night of this 2 to 3 week no food adventure. There's the troop dog. There's that fish we just got. It's gonna taste that good. I'm so frothing about that. Here's that disgustingly big goat's head that we found. I'm gonna take this one home. This is a bit of a souvenir from this adventure for me. That's gonna go there. Here is a heap of firewood, which I cut on the way here because I knew there would be no firewood along these cliffs. If you look, it's just shrubs. So we collected a heap of firewood. And then down here, what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna rebuild this up into a little bit of a fire pit where someone's had a fire before. So I'm gonna quickly get that done. Watch this incredible sunset. Froth levels. All right, so what we're doing here is we're gonna make a little bit of a fire in this pit here. And then this section that I'm digging is I'm gonna take coals out of this fire and transfer the coals over here. That's where we'll cook. We'll have cooking coals and we'll have a fire where we can enjoy our time. So that's what I'm doing. Digging out a little fire hole there, surrounded by rocks. And this one here will be where we're gonna cook the fish on coals. It's looking pretty bloody good. Go, go, go. Get that wood on there. I don't think I just pushed the record button, so I've got to do this all again, but I just lit the fire down there with a little fire lighter. We don't have any time to mess about right now, that sun's gone. So what I'm doing is I'm just quickly chucking some wood on this fire. We've got a fire lighter in the middle there, she's pumping away. This fire ain't gonna take too long to take off. Look at this, beautiful little fire pit. Epic sunset, home for the night. So sick. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the drone up in the air quickly, just so you guys can feel what I'm feeling right now, because this feeling is like no other, dude. It really is, eh? Nothing beats this moment right now. Let's see if I can crash the drone, eh? Wait. Go in the sky, please. Please take off. Here we go, we're up. We're going. All right, check this out, my doggies. Here we go. Here we are. A little bit of a fire. Look at that for a setup, would ya? How bloody good is this? Righto, let's get out there. Look at that. We're legitimately in the middle of nowhere right now. We're about to slap a fish on a fire, and look at these views, man. Woo, woo, woo. That's where we got the fish, bottom of the screen right now. Right there, where these waves are breaking, that's where that fish just come from. Look at that, no wonder why we got a fish there. That looks like naughty water, man. Boom. All right, let's have a little bit of a spin down the coast, eh? Look at how remote this coastline is. There's nothing for 1,000,000 miles, man. Look how beautiful that is, dude. If you want to know what gets me going, it's that on your screen right now. This is what gets me going. Look at that, big chunky waves. Go see if we can find a couple of goats, eh? Should be no shortage of them. There was about 5 million of them today. All right, let's flip this drone around and go the other way. Oh dude, this way's even better. Have a look at this sky. Look at the colors in that sky. Telling ya, this is what it's all about. That is so good, man. Next couple of weeks are gonna be absolute chaos out here, my doggies. Look at that bloody view. Bloody hell, I'm about to melt me boots. Here we go, here we go. Righto, welcome to the bloody kitchen. I got me boots and I got me socks around the fire there. We've got our big ass goat head mascot sitting here on the We've got our goat head sitting on the kitchen table, and we're about to cook one hell of a feed, my doggies. You don't even understand how happy I am we got that fish. Without that fish, we would have just been eating shells for dinner. So we've got a fish, and we're gonna be cooking this thing a bloody good way. Put your bibs on, you're gonna start drooling. Boom! Here we go, we're about to cook one hell of a feed. There is that fish we caught before. That thing is not even an hour long out of the water. We're about to cook him up. So what we got? We've got a tailor, we've got an onion, we've got a garlic, we've got a busted ass old lime, salt and pepper, a little bit of butter, and the last thing we got is a little bit of this silver wrap, alfoil, call it whatever you will. That is what we're doing. We're gonna be wrapping this fish up in with those ingredients inside the fish, and then we're gonna stick it in the fire. It is gonna be that good. First thing we do is we'll cut up all the ingredients. We'll chuck the fish over here. We'll just start dicing and slicing. Gotta get that bloody garlic in there. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm halving everything. So we're gonna put half the garlic over there and half the garlic over there. We've got half the onion there, half the onion there, because I want even amounts on each side of the fish. All right, we've got onion, lime. Let's take a couple of slices of lime. Put one slice of lime on that side. Same for this side. Oh my God, this knife needs a little bit of a touch up. Should be right. Man, this is gonna be that good. All right, lime. The rest of that lime, I'm just gonna cut up into pieces like this. And we'll put that to the side because that's gonna go in his guts. There we go. Now we're back in business. That's razor sharp. A couple of slices of beautiful fresh butter are going on the bottom of this bloody shiny stuff. I don't know what its name is. I just keep calling it shiny stuff. That'll do. We're going to put a couple of bits of butter down there, and then one of these halves. So what we'll do is we'll grab this onion, chuck the onion on the bottom, all that garlic and onion, leave a little bit to the side. 2 of those bits of lime, they're going on top. Boom. We're going to get our fish. We're going to put cuts in him. Now with this nice sharp knife, it's going to cut like butter. Bang. We're just going to put slices in this fish right along his backside there, right up to the top there. But down here we've got the butter, all the good stuff. Crack salt and pepper over that. Bang. Fish goes on that way. Boos. Again, we'll cut this side up. Oh man, this is going to be that good. So what I'll do is, I'll grab a little bit of that onion, a little bit of that garlic. I'm going to stuff it in his guts. That lime with the peel on, that's also going inside his stomach. So we'll grab all of that, we'll chuck it in there. It's not very easy doing this with one hand, but look, just got to get it done for the field day fam, eh? Chuck all of this right up in the head there, right up in the guts. Oosh. A little bit more onion in there. So that's his guts all stuffed. That's going to be good, man. Then the rest of that, just sprinkle over the top. When it all wraps up, it wraps up into a nice little ball anyway, but man, this is going to be that good. Lime, bang. Lime, bang. Butter, 1 slice of butter there. I'll put another slice of butter there, another slice of butter there. We're going to wrap him up. All right, we've got a heap of salt and pepper on this side. Now we're just going to wrap it up. It's pretty windy out here, so this stuff flops around, but we're all good. That's that end wrapped. That's that end wrapped. Oh man. We're eating like absolute bloody kings out here. Fold that over. Fold that over. Those coals are extremely hot. What we'll do is, this is why I left that little section down the back here, so we can lay that fish across there. I'm just going to take a couple of coals. They're obviously way too hot to be cooking on, so I'll let them chill out a little bit. We'll stoke that fire back up, because that fire can do with a little bit more loving. We've got no shortage of firewood out here. Cut with a little electric chainsaw. That thing's a game changer as well, eh? That chainsaw. There we go. Chuck some blocks on there. That's way too hot to cook on. We'll give that a couple of minutes and we'll lay that fish straight on top. Have a go at it. The time has come to lob the fish on. Just gonna chuck him straight on there like that. I'll put a couple of coals to the side. These are still bloody hot, but these are mixed with sand, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna put that sand on top, coals on top. Just like that. Flick these ones up to the side. Man, this is gonna be that good. Just like that, we'll leave him there for 15, 20, maybe 20, 25 minutes, and then we'll come back and get him after. That's gonna be so good, man. Alright, you may be asking yourself, field day, what the hell are you cooking now? Alright, because it's the first night on this big ass adventure, I'm gonna make a feast. I'm not just having the fish in the fire. I'm probably breaking the #1 rule about don't eat all your food on the first night, but I'm super frothed right now, and we're doing it. We're having one hell of a feed. I've got rice cooking in the back of the car. Down here, I'm making what I like to call sambal. This is like Indonesian. This is like exactly how I did it when I was living over in Indo. It is so good. Garlic, red onion, a little bit of lime juice, heaps of salt and pepper, a little bit of onion. You dice it up into tiny little pieces like that there. It is hot as hell. It is tasty as hell. It's good, man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have rice. We're gonna have this fresh sambal that I've just made, and we've got a massive fish. sitting down next to the fire. It is the first night here, and I'm probably gonna eat myself out of this whole entire mission, but I don't care. First night, we're gonna have a hell feed, and then I suppose this is gonna make the videos better and better from here on in. The less food we have, the harder we're gonna work for it. I'm gonna keep chopping up this here, and that fish has got about another 5 minutes, I reckon. All right, the time has come, doggies. Oi, I'm that hungry, I'm that excited. You wanna see what we got in front of us right now. First night of this challenge, we're going all out. We're eating like bloody pigs, and oi, I'm just excited about it. Check this out. So here's that spicy Indonesian sambal. We've got a heap of boiling hot rice there. Coming down here, here's the fish. Let's have a look at this. It is cooked good. Oh man, look at that. Look how much food we got here. That is cooked to perfection. Check this out. That is perfect. Alright, so this fish was in that fire for probably about 30 minutes. It was pretty hot, but it wasn't like straight up coals out of a fire, and it's cooked. It is cooked to perfection. Look at this white. Look at the color of that meat. It is as white gets. A little bit of rice, a little bit of spicy sambal. Eat with your hands, just like we used to do back in Indo. Oh, bro. Oh my goodness. Like, without this fish, we honestly would have been eating snails, man. Those snails I put back in the water, by the way. Those snails are back over there living their best life in a rock pool. Look how much food we got right here. I was this close to not going out and fishing. I was like, you know what, it's too dangerous out there. I'm not gonna do it. Look at that, eh? A little bit of risk, a whole lot of reward. That's life, isn't it? Take a couple of risks, you always get a bit of a reward at the end. Boom, look at this food, man. Food doesn't get much better than this. In an area like we're in right now, the goat graveyard, some of the best food going right here. And we were so close to eating snails for dinner too. Right, this is the go. For the next couple of weeks, I'm out here with absolutely no food. I've got a little bit of rice. I've got condiments, but I don't have actual food like fish and all that kind of thing. So I'm gonna say I've got enough water on board to last me 2 to 3 weeks out here in the bush before I got to go back into civilization and fill up. So for the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm out here doing this, purely trying to catch food, living off of the land. And I've got a little bit of rice and a little bit of condiments just to back us up. But the main food, we ain't got any of that. So the next couple of weeks is gonna be hard going. This coastline we're on, as you guys saw today, it's a slog. There's no water, it's hot, it's hard fishing. Well, it wasn't hard fishing today, but it's hard fishing, and let's just see where this adventure takes us. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. If you guys want to see this adventure, make sure you subscribe, get your merch at fielddayshop.com, and I'll see you guys in the next adventure. On the next video, I'm going to sit here and eat this bloody beautiful fish around the fire, listen to the goats. Mwah. Much love, my doggies. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, it's actually that good. If you're sitting at home right now and you're planning on sitting at home during the weekend, get off your ass, go outside, do something like this. It'll change your life. Nothing beats this right now. Look at that. Food doesn't get any fresher than that. Just remember, my doggies, life is for living. We got one crack at this thing, so let's give it our best crack. Look at this, mate. Oh my God. Get outside, live your life. Much love. Oh.